Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley talks Todd and Julie's future, joint interview coming. The Chrisley Knows Best family has a lot to celebrate these days. Todd and Julie Chrisley were given a full pardon by President Trump. The couple reported to prison in January 2023 and were originally supposed to serve a combined 19 years behind bars. However, that number was slightly reduced later on. Now, they are free and can begin planning their future again. Their daughter Savannah Chrisley played a huge role in them regaining their freedom. She spoke on her podcast on Tuesday about how things are going now for her parents and what is planned for the future. What did she say? Keep reading to find out more. Savannah Chrisley reveals plans for Todd and Julie. Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie are getting back into normal everyday life after being released from prison. Todd did do a short press conference with Savannah last Friday. However, he and Julie have not done a joint interview yet. On Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, she revealed that her parents will be doing their first joint interview on her podcast. They have not filmed it yet, but she shared on her newest episode that it will be happening before the end of June. Savannah said, "I cannot wait to have them on the podcast. That is going to happen before the end of June. So they're going to come on the podcast, and we're going to talk about their experiences, their life in prison, and now their life after." She went on to say how proud she is of her parents. Along with the other siblings, Savannah is excited to have Todd and Julie back home. Savannah said, "I am in just such awe, and I just can't wait for what's to come. I can't wait for the trips and family moments and to make up for lost time. But obviously, it's gonna take us a little while to get back to normal life, and I'm just excited." What else do Todd and Julie have planned? Savannah Chrisley also revealed that Todd and Julie will be starting their own podcast back up. They were doing Chrisley Confessions, which kicked off in 2018. Obviously, it was put on hold when they both went to prison. They will be bringing it back, and no doubt the reunited couple will be sharing more stories from their time behind bars. Savannah had spoken to People and said the entire family is enjoying spending time together. After not seeing each other for 2.5 years, it's an adjustment for Todd and Julie. She said they will talk about their feelings and all the emotions they have felt both in prison and now. She believes they will be able to articulate it perfectly. Fans won't want to miss Savannah's interview with her parents later this month. Are you excited to listen? She promises that their story is just getting started. Savannah Chrisley has never been one to hold back her thoughts, and in recent weeks, she's stepped further into her role as spokesperson for the Chrisley family. With her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, still serving time in separate prisons following their convictions, Savannah has become the bridge between the public and the once glamorous reality TV empire that was Chrisley Knows Best. Now, in a surprising turn, she's teasing a future joint interview with her parents, an emotional sit-down that could reshape the way fans, critics, and even networks view the family's story. Savannah speaks out, again. During a recent podcast episode, Savannah reflected on the challenges of balancing her parents' prison time with her role as caretaker for her younger siblings, Chloe and Grayson. But what struck fans most wasn't just her vulnerability. It was her determination to fight for her parents' future. "They're not giving up, and neither am I," Savannah admitted. "My mom and dad are stronger than people realize. They've been broken down, but not broken apart. That's something I want the world to see when they finally speak together again." The comment instantly set social media buzzing. Fans speculated that Savannah was hinting at a major joint interview with Todd and Julie, one that could mark the first time the couple shares their perspective side by side since entering prison. A joint interview, what it could mean. The Chrisleys haven't exactly been silent behind bars. Savannah has consistently relayed updates on her parents' behalf. from health concerns to moments of faith that keep them going. But a joint interview? That's something entirely new. For years, Todd and Julie's dynamic defined their public image. He was sharp, witty, and flamboyantly outspoken, while Julie grounded him with her warmth and practical sense. Together, they embodied the heart of Chrisley knows best. Seeing them reunited, even virtually, would be a symbolic reminder that their partnership hasn't crumbled under the weight of legal battles. Insiders speculate that such an interview could appear on a major platform, perhaps a primetime special, a streaming docuseries, or even a podcast episode hosted by Savannah herself. Wherever it lands, the conversation would inevitably tackle the hardest questions. What life has really been like inside, how they're coping with being apart, and what they see for their future as a family. Todd and Julie's future, hope or uncertainty? When Savannah talks about her parents' future, she doesn't sugarcoat the uncertainty. "I can't sit here and pretend I know exactly how things are going to turn out," she confessed. "But I do know my mom and dad are going to walk out of those places one day, and they're going to tell their story in their own words." The legal appeals are ongoing, and Savannah has thrown herself into advocating for prison reform as part of her fight for her parents. She's spoken openly about what she views as inhumane conditions, especially for Julie, who has faced health issues while incarcerated. Each update is a mixture of frustration and hope, a constant reminder that the family is in limbo. Still, Savannah insists that Todd and Julie's love story is an ending in separate cells. Their future is together. "I don't care what anyone says. That's my truth, and that's their truth." Family bonds under pressure. The Chrisley's journey hasn't been easy. Savannah often admits that caring for her siblings has pushed her to grow up in ways she never anticipated. Yet, in her eyes, it's also strengthened the family bond. "Grayson and Chloe remind me daily why I can't give up," Savannah explained. "They miss their mom and dad. I can't bring them home yet, but I can keep reminding them that we're still a family, that mom and dad's voices are still part of our lives." This is where the idea of a joint interview becomes so powerful. For Chloe and Grayson, seeing their parents together again, even if only on screen, could offer a much-needed reminder that their family unit is still intact. For fans, it could provide a raw, unfiltered glimpse into a marriage and family tested beyond imagination. The power of speaking together. Todd has always been known for his charisma and unapologetic honesty, often turning even the harshest criticism into witty commentary. Julie, meanwhile, has been the quiet strength, the one to soften his edges with grace. A joint interview would allow both sides of the Chrisley coin to shine once again, something viewers have missed deeply since the family's reality show ended in 2022. But it's not just nostalgia at play. By speaking together, Todd and Julie could reclaim their narrative in a way that Savannah alone cannot. For all her dedication, she admits she's not them. "I can share their words, but I can't be them," she told listeners. The world deserves to hear their voices. Fans divided. Not everyone is rooting for the Chrisleys' comeback. Social media remains divided between those who believe Todd and Julie deserve a chance to rebuild their lives, and those who argue that their crimes disqualify them from sympathy. The potential joint interview could reignite that debate in a very public way. Still, Savannah seems undeterred. "People are always going to have their opinions. I can't change that. But what I can do is give my parents the platform to share their truth. What people do with it is up to them." A glimpse of what's coming. Though no official date or outlet has been confirmed, Savannah hinted that the joint interview might be closer than fans think. "We've been working on something," she teased. "All I can say is, get ready. It's going to be emotional, it's going to be raw, and it's going to be worth the wait." Her words leave plenty of room for speculation. Will it be a tell-all sit-down with a major journalist? A family-led production? A streaming special designed to reboot the Chrisleys' presence in pop culture? Whatever form it takes, the promise of Todd and Julie speaking side by side once more carries enormous weight. Looking ahead, for Savannah, the journey is about more than headlines or television opportunities. It's about faith, family, and fighting for a future that still feels possible despite the odds stacked against them.